What up, you dusty, janky, keep the tags on it because I got to return it tomorrow, raggedy sons of bitches. The Audacity Podcast, Episode 2, let's go.
Hold up. Fuck. Hold up. The Audacity hot takes finna blow up.
So, bro, I've been wanting to have this conversation with you for a while.
Hit me, man.
I feel like this is about to start a civil war. Pineapple belongs on pizza, dog.
You're goddamn right it does. It sure does.
And if you don't agree, you're trash.
You know, I've actually given this topic a lot of thought, and me and my defense counsel had come up with quite a good defense for pineapple, and it goes a little something like this. Pineapple belongs on pizza, and if you disagree, fight me. You know what I mean? I live at the intersection of I need that smoke, and I'll kick your ass lane.
Truer words have never been spoken, man.
It's just plain good. I mean, who are these weirdos that don't like pineapple on pizza?
I feel like it's these uncultured people that only like eat meat and no vegetables, and like
Facts, my
the
guy.
ones
Facts.
that just they've never tried to branch out beyond their little box that they live in.
They don't want to expand their palate.
No, you gotta expand your palate.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You gotta put a little variety in your diet. And you know the thing about pineapple is that if you get enough like-minded people to say that something sucks, or vice versa, to say that something is good, you're gonna have so many people jump on the bandwagon, and that's just how it goes.
I think that's with anything, man. Hype train, whether it be good or bad, can desperately affect the way that things are viewed. Like, I think everybody, like Yeezys, for example, man, I think they're fucking hot garbage.
Yeah,
but
I would soon cut off my feet before I threw a pair of Yeezys on. Them shits are fucking hideous.
I mean, tell me them things don't look like your feet are coated in cinder block. Like, you're literally floating down the Hudson River. Some mobsters done nabbed you and put you in Quickcrete, bro.
They look like a over baked piece of bread, like a yeast roll, like a small French roll that just got over baked.
The fucking Pillsbury Doughboy splooged all over the fucking place, and you stepped in it.
Somebody pulled them shits out the oven, and they were like, "Hey, dude, doesn't this kind of look like a shoe? Check it out." And they're like, "Yeah, you should wear it.
Let's put this on our feet."
And then Yeezys were born. Boom. And I just, when they were in style, I was like, "Why? Like, why?" They
isn't
look
it
like
crazy?
Shit.
I mean, isn't it crazy to think about how something that is so fucking simple and yet abstract like that can blow up to be $1 billion company?
I don't get it, bro. Like, I really don't, man. But
I think it's fucking insane.
But it just goes back to, you get enough people saying, "Oh yeah, that hits," or "No, that's trash," and people just jump all over it. And that's why I feel that pineapple has gotten a pretty bad rap over these past couple years.
Starbucks here.
Facts for real. And
the most overrated coffee.
I ain't gonna lie, I do kind of fuck with Starbucks.
I do not fuck with Starbucks.
Before we go down that rabbit hole, so sometimes we'll have like pizza parties and shit at work, and they'll bring like stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of pizza, and they always only bring like 1 or 2 boxes of pineapple pizza, because all my coworkers swear they hate it. They swear it sucks.
But they be the ones fucking licking it off their fingers in the corner.
Brother, ask me why. That is one of the fastest boxes to fly off that fucking table.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Why? Sometimes I have to make sure that I get in line quick, because sometimes it'll run out before I can get me a slice. That's how fast it flies off the table.
You need to tell them to run some more damn boxes.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if they're hitting you with the 1-2 pizza party instead of giving everybody the fucking raise they deserve, then they can get you an extra fucking box of damn pepperoni and fucking ham, pineapple, whatever,
But they swear it sucks. They swear that it's trash. You know what I mean? And it flies like that.
They're garbage people. Like, it is not trash. This is coming from someone, you've just got back from having a fucking pizza week in New York. We're about to go to Italy. We're not like the most unknowledgeable people when it comes to pizza, and we're sitting here telling you straight up, pineapple belongs on pizza. I mean, facts.
You got the savory from the pepperoni and the sausage, and then you got that pineapple that comes in right there at the end and just kind of like tickles your taste buds a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's just good. I mean, there's just no getting around it. I don't know what all the debate is about. It's just
there's nothing to debate.
It's a good flavor contrast. You got the savory and you got the sweet. You like that with any other fucking snack or any other food, but why does pineapple catch so much heat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we're having our pineapple emancipation proclamation right here. We're ending that fucking civil war. We're telling you straight up, pineapple belongs on pizza.
It belongs, point blank, period. I don't want to hear another word about it. Now, moving on. Have you seen that fucking cringy, garbage ass T-Mobile commercial with fucking
The one
big,
with Jason Momoa?
hairy, dorky ass Jason Momoa?
God, yes. And tell me that is not the fucking top cringiest fucking commercial that
Bro,
you have ever seen.
If I knew how to fight, I would kick his big, hairy, dumb ass.
I ain't going that far because I don't want to get fucking body slammed into a wall.
No, you're right. Honestly, I only feel that way until I remember that I can't fight and that he would fucking mop
And
the
this
floor with me.
motherfucker's like pushing 300 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big motherfucker. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. Bro, he would make me eat my own ass. He would kill me.
He would turn you inside out.
Nah, facts. Yeah, he would whip my ass.
He would wring your fucking colon out.
But bro, that fucking commercial is unbelievably cringy. Like when it comes on, I have to mute it. I dead ass have to mute it.
I can't fucking stand it. I mean, I to me, Jason Momoa looks like one of those guys that fucking looks like he leaves mean floaters in your toilet and literally fucking farts and expects you to sit there and bask in it. He's that dude that, he's a late night fuck and you're sitting there, you're laying, you got that post nut regret. You're thinking about what you just did, and he's laying there in his own juices, his own fucking sweat, with his chest hanging out. You wake up in the morning, and you look, and the motherfucker has not even flushed the turd he shit out the night before. It's literally sitting there stewing like 2 fucking feet long. Yeah, that's what Jason Momoa gives me.
My biggest issue with Jason Momoa is that he looks like one of my drunk uncles from the neck up. He really does. Like
He looks like that rapey professor that's staring at you low key from the back of the class, and you don't know if he's gonna give you the grade you deserve or if he's gonna give you an F, thinking you're gonna come and ask for an A and blow him.
I mean, this dude, like, if you take one of my uncles and you don't give him a haircut for a year, you got Jason Momoa.
You got Jason Momoa.
There, dog. And that just goes to show you that if you have anything that resembles a nice body, a fit body, you can go places.
You can, man.
You know
I think
what I
that's
mean?
why I never fucking went anywhere, bro. I think I got that body by Barney.
I mean this with the utmost disrespect. You look like a potato sack filled with tennis balls is what you look like.
I got the body of a god, bro.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
okay.
it's Buddha.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Buddha. You're on the side. Yeah, you look like that god. Yeah, I'll give
Body
you
by
that.
Buddha.
Yeah. You look like that god. Yeah. But yeah, bro, it's like, hey, it kind of reminds me of Keanu Reeves in the sense that like he gets so many accolades for being like a good actor and shit, but I think he's trash.
He has the most monotone voice.
Bro, in every fucking movie, he sounds like this, super mysterious, and he's always trying to figure out who done it. You know what I mean? And it's just the exact same voice every single time.
Kick my puppy.
Where the fuck is the range? Where is the range? I'm gonna stop talking like this now because my throat hurts from doing this shit.
Thank you for calling 1-900 penis.
I swear to God, bro, it's like he sounds the exact fucking same in every goddamn movie. He sounds like he's been sounding like John Wick since like 1983 or whenever the fuck he started acting and shit.
Since after Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, because he had that like Valley Boy Cali accent.
Yeah, you're right. That
was feigned, but everything after that
was probably the only time that he actually had like a little range in his voice. Everything else has been always so dark and mysterious. It's just like, bro, like,
I'm gonna come on your mom.
I'm gonna come. I swear to God, like that's what he sounds like, bro. It's like, fuck, man.
And I'm not gonna pull out.
Yeah, what it's like.
I'm gonna be your new stepdad.
You know, but I have heard that he's actually like a real cool dude.
I've heard he's a very stand-up guy. Yeah. You know, especially on the subways in New York. You know,
yeah, like he'll bike to work or whatever the fuck it is he does with his free time and shit. Yeah. He'll ride subways with strangers and like he's just an average ass dude, and I think that's cool as fuck. Where you can make that much money, life changing money, yeah, but it doesn't change you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a noble quality to have when you're somebody of that caliber. And I give him his props on that. You know, I really respect that. And you know, he does have a couple movies that I fuck with. Notably, the first Matrix.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That movie's a banger, and there's no getting around that. But honestly, for me, okay, I'm lying. I got to backtrack just a little bit.
All right.
Point Break was okay. I like that movie, but without Patrick Swayze, that movie would have been garbage.
Patrick Swayze carried that movie.
He carried that movie. Yeah. You know, Keanu Reeves was just kind of like a backup and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But without Patrick Swayze, yeah, that movie would have been garbage. But Point Break was a pretty good movie. It was a fun movie to watch.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I think it was a pretty fun movie, and I think the selling point for The Matrix, notably, was that when it released in '99, man, the CGI was like next level. You know, we had never really experienced anything like that. You know, we were fresh off the heels of Titanic in '97, and then I think '91 or '92, James Cameron did Terminator 2. Which was like the top primo CGI at that time, you know, and so we weren't really accustomed to like a lot of green screen CGI. So when this came out and we saw him, you know, backbending bullets and you know, running up walls, parkour, our minds were blown, man. I remember seeing it when I was just like maybe 10, 11 years old and just thinking to myself like, God dang, this is like the future, you know. Yeah, but then after that, it quickly nosedived.
Then you look back at it now, and you're just like, "What the fuck? I like this."
Yeah. It's the one CGI, of those that, the nostalgia doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, looking back on it now, it's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I thought this was hot. You think, and then you know, we've been exposed to leaps and bounds more CGI and technology. So when we're looking at it in hindsight, it doesn't have that same feel that it had, you know, in '99.
But you know what? I feel like CGI is the same thing that's kind of ruining movies for me nowadays.
In a way, I would agree with you. And I think that it's definitely taken some of the artistry out of films.
Like I think for my taste, most if not all action movies are trash nowadays, bro. Because all it is just a bunch of fucking CGI. That's all it is. Cars flying and shit, explosions, and somehow people still manage to survive and shit. I'm like, how, bro? How? In what world does that go down like that?
Through that Eurocentric lens of the white savior complex.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it's all the same. I would agree with you. I think, you know, 90% of the action movies out these days are trash. I do fuck with some of the comedies that are coming out. I think the comedy circuit's really what's carrying the film industry right now.
Yeah, you'd be right about that. You know what I find really fucking comedic here lately?
What's that?
Is fucking Joe Biden trying his ass off to stay awake at these fucking press conferences, bro. This motherfucker always has me on the edge of my seat. Like, for me, it's an adrenaline rush because I'm always like, I know this is the day that it's going to happen. The motherfucker's going to fall asleep in the middle of a live press conference. I know today's the day.
I would lose my fucking mind.
Bro, I would fucking shit my pants laughing if he just straight up just fucking fell asleep. I always picture, like, fucking Joe Biden walking into his cabinet meetings and shit and being like, all right, look, you motherfuckers got about 45 minutes to get me on that stage and get this fucking speech over with because I had a Zanny bar and 2 Natty Daddies on the way here,
and he's gonna fall out.
And I'm about to be real unresponsive here in a minute. You motherfuckers need to hurry up.
Got 45 minutes before this 100 milli vanilla Zanny bar hit, bro.
Like, for me in my imagination, and like it's fun for me, I always picture that like. He popped a Zanny bar, 2 fucking Natty Daddies, and that's why he's up there fucking.
I mean,
just barely staying awake.
I mean, would you not do the same thing? Like,
oh, you right? Yeah, you're right about that. Bro, like I nap on a daily basis when I'm not at work. On my days off, I'm napping hardcore, and I'm nowhere near this guy's age. So
Yeah, I mean, and this man's set and running the country, bro. Like,
yeah.
I mean, and we're
So
not.
basically,
really
you're saying, what are you doing with your life, you piece of shit?
Yeah. We're not really in the best.
That's fair.
Situation as a country, and this man is literally the leader of the free world.
That's fair. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think when that moment comes where he falls asleep on camera, I'm gonna call you and be like, you know what, you were right. It happened.
I'm telling you,
watch
man.
us both miss it,
Bro, if I ever see that, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. I swear to God. Yeah, I've even taken it like a step farther. Like his cabinet is like running around the room, freak the fuck out. Like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get him through this speech? And fucking Biden has a pair of fucking AirPods in and shit. He's fucking bumping Meek Mills, like crip walking around the room for no reason and shit. Like he's ignoring everybody. He don't give a fuck.
He's losing his mind.
Yeah,
That's his
like
decompression.
Like he's high as fuck and like he don't care. And his cabinet is like freaking the fuck out.
Breaking news: President Joe Biden has been shown siding with the local Crips.
Bro,
Imagine
like,
the gang violence that would incite. The protest
Christ.
nationwide.
Bro, like if I ever see that.
He's got a blue flag hanging out the Crip side, but only on the left side. You
Bro,
know,
I would die if I saw that shit.
yeah. Bro. Yeah, that would be some fucking shit. And then Donald Trump and him come in for a debate. Trump's flying the red flag, the red bandana. He's got cornrows. He's like, I'm ready for a debate.
Oh my God, that would be more than I can handle, bro. That shit would put me in the
He
laughing
tries
gas.
to appeal to the more urban crowd, and he's
Swear to God.
he's sitting in there. I mean, he's already got the shoes out. For it. You know, you've seen his shoes that he just recently released. So it's those gold ones, those gold like high tops that Donald Trump just released.
Donald Trump has his own shoe?
Yes,
You're
we'll
fucking
throw
with
it
me,
up.
bro.
We'll throw it up on the camera. But I want you to see.
You're
this.
fucking with me, bro.
No,
Donald Trump has his own shoe.
Yeah, no. I want you to see this. We'll put it up on the
I
camera.
will kick his fat ass. He ain't got no fucking business having
Donald Trump
any
shoes.
fucking shoes at all.
So look at this. This isn't this not some crazy shit?
And they're high tops?
Yeah, here they are. They're gold sneakers. They're All-Star Elites. They sell for $200. They're gold Trump sneakers, and they're on pre-order.
I will kick him right in his fat ass. That's what I'll do. Those shoes look like shit.
They look like garbage.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So
No, see who and he okayed this to put them ugly shits out.
he put a stamp of approval on them.
Oh
yeah.
my God, bro! Them shoes look like shit.
They're
Nah,
pretty
that's
fucking
trash, bro. I would soon cut my feet off before I threw a pair of them shits on right there. What the fuck?
So now that we're on the topic of like Sleep Joe and President and all that stuff, what do you feel about these like extraterrestrial sightings, man, that have been popping up, and all these people that have been claiming that they're seeing like little green men and aliens and shit? Like, how do you feel about that, honestly?
You know, I'm pretty skeptical about it. You know what I mean? Like until I see it from my own two eyes, I wouldn't believe it. But you know, then again, I wouldn't want to see it with my own two eyes because what if aliens are weird and shit? Like they take me up into their fucking, you know what I mean? And next thing I know, like I come out with my ass sore and like just shit
a week
rearranged.
ago when I told you that, are you asking me why I was walking funny and you were making fun of me?
You got abducted by UFOs?
I got abducted, bro. I got a fucking anal probe stuck in my ass.
I'm sure you liked it, you fucking weirdo.
I did. I mean, it took a while for me to like poop it out, but once I did, I was straight. But yeah, man, I got abducted.
I mean, that's a typical weekend for you right there.
Typical
Just
weekend.
anal probes and shit.
Getting probed one way or another, whether it be extraterrestrial or earthly.
Yeah, that sounds like a typical weekend for you.
That's a Wednesday for me.
Yeah, that's
that's
hump day for you right there, dog.
For me, I've never seen a UFO, and I've never been given any kind of real reason to really believe that what people have put out there is actually of another otherworldly origin.
Yeah.
I think if they did exist, or if UAPs did exist, I think they're probably coming from the United States government or maybe DARPA. But I don't think they're coming from otherworld. No, I don't. So we touched a little bit, on the first episode about our top 5 favorite 80s songs. Mm-hmm. So that kind of was a positive talk about, how we felt about that. But let's do the flip side and let's have a more roasting conversation on artists that we think are totally overrated trash that everyone else is fucking hyped with. And
right off the rip, Beyonce can kiss my ass. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there.
Beyonce,
she is
the death of R&B, in my opinion.
She is the most overrated artist, probably of all time. Yeah.
I would incline to agree. Rihanna is leaps and bounds better than Beyonce, and the Beehive can fight me.
Yeah. Rihanna. My biggest issue with Rihanna is that she has a big ass 12 head.
She does have a 12 head. I'm not really talking so much about physical.
Yeah, but I don't really know her music, so the only thing I can really go off of is that she has a 12 head, and it bothers me. Like I don't like it.
Know Rihanna's music.
I might know, what's the early ass song that she put out?
Ponder Replay.
That one, and then you got
you know her older music, but you don't know her fucking bangers from so consistently.
The one she had with Drake, what was that?
Work.
Trash. That song's trash.
And then she also had what's that other one? Oh no, what's my name?
Trash. That song's trash.
You're fucking trash. From 2006 to 2017, she consistently put out more top #1 fucking hits than any other artist. I will fucking stab you with a pitchfork if you say otherwise.
I will take all those #1 hits that you think are #1 hits, and I will wipe my ass with them.
You can wipe your fucking ass with them because they're still going to be #1 hits. You can't take that from her.
Yes, I can.
You can put your shit on them.
Yes, I can.
But they're still going to gleam.
Those songs fucking suck.
They don't. You fucking suck.
That's fair.
And
that's
I guarantee you guys fucking agree that this man right here is abso-fucking-lutely off his rocker for agreeing and thinking that it's fucking Rihanna's.
She's trash. She's trash, bro. There's just no getting around it. I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for this one. What I'm about to say.
Oh God, well, you already just caught enough heat right there.
That's fine. I'll bring it on. I'll take it. But my people are gonna fucking burn me at the stake for this one. I'm gonna get fucking hung for this one.
Oh my God, is it a Mexican artist?
Selena.
I knew you were gonna say it. Jesus.
Selena fucking sucks.
And I've thought this my fat fucking chode.
Selena sucks, bro. And the reason
Selena Quintanilla Perez is an angel on this earth that was taken too soon. And if you say otherwise, I'll fucking shoot you.
Yeah, she was definitely taken too soon. Obviously, she was taken too soon. But her music, I feel like, didn't really fucking take off.
It didn't have a chance to, you dumbass. She was killed right after she fucking released her second single.
When she died is when her music really took off and it got popular.
Yeah, because she only fucking existed as an artist for a number of fucking months.
Well, I mean, the shit didn't pop while she was alive.
Yolanda Saldivar came in and said, fuck your stardom, fuck your rise to fame. Pow!
Speaking of which, did you hear about how the cartel's waiting on her to get out of prison so they can whack this bitch?
They will whack her.
I'm gonna love that for her.
And I will really love to see the day that bitch gets her reckoning.
Yeah, that's gonna be lit.
She better go into fucking hiding.
Because I will say that. I mean, Selena was beautiful for the times, but I didn't like her music. But I do hope that that Sandoval bitch gets her fucking
popped.
She gets her fucking top knocked off for sure.
I think that she started going into, so there was a sound that was ushered in, I think in the mid 90s. It wasn't synth wave, but it was synthetic harmonization of vocals. So you saw that with Spice Girls, you saw that with a lot of the boy bands. She had a sound that very much touched on that synth vocal. And when she had the Dreaming of You and
that song was okay. That song was alright.
I mean, I think that you're prematurely judging her based on the few songs she was able to provide. Imagine that she had been given a career span like Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce. She would have been up there amongst the greatest, I think, of all time. And I think that it's unfair to judge her when she didn't have the longevity or the ability to have longevity.
Her number one top bangers while she was alive and the music that she was able to put out, I thought was trash. It sucked.
You're inclined to agree, but you're also inclined to be fucking shit.
You know, again, what's one of the first things we said when we started this shit? We're gonna have some unpopular opinions.
We are gonna have some unpopular opinions. That's a very unpopular opinion.
I'm gonna piss off a lot of.
You pissed me off.
I'm gonna piss off a lot of Mexican folks. Mi raza, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? But once the fact that I'll wipe my ass with that song.
Fuck you.
When the facts are all laid out on the table, her music sucks, and that's it. All right. So y'all can hang me, y'all can lynch me, y'all can fucking stone me to death in the middle of downtown Dalton, whatever y'all want to do, but her music fucking blows, and that's it. So,
bro, did you hear, or did you see rather, the trailer for the new Terrifier, and that they're done wrapping it up and they're gonna put it out?
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
excited.
The thing about scary movies is that I've never been a fan of scary movies, really, because like, if I'm being honest, I think most of them are corny. You know what I mean? Like, they're not actually scary.
They're not, but some of them. So, I mean, that's kind of where you and I guess kind of have it, like, we differ, because there's certain franchises that I've followed from, like, start to finish. So,
yeah,
you know, Saw, Conjuring, you know, there's some real good heavy hitters, and like Insidious even. So, I'm not going to just completely say they're all garbage and they're all trash. I'm kind of more into the thriller paranormal aspect of horror. And I do appreciate gore, but I feel like you're more into that hardcore gore.
I need bloody, gory, heads being chopped off, like fucking
limbs in bathtubs.
Limbs, missing limbs, fucking. I probably sound like a freak right now.
I mean, there's been some times during the podcast where I wonder if I'm going to turn into a lampshade. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're close to it. You got about
I got another podcast left.
Yeah, if you come at me and correct me just like one or two more times, you might turn into my fucking couch.
I mean, guys, if y'all come in on episode 3 and there's a new host, just know I'm probably like skinned on a fucking lamp somewhere.
Yeah, it'll be well deserved. Yeah, I need like fucking people being chopped in half and shit. Like in that one movie, what is that? Evil Dead?
Evil Dead.
The new versions of the Evil Dead and shit.
Yeah.
When that chick chainsawed that chick in half and shit, bro, that shit was cool as fuck.
There was a scene really similar to that, which I think was in the second Terrifier, where the girl's in the bed and he's literally cuts her in half, and then you know, he's got that supernatural ability where you don't die, like you feel the pain throughout the duration of him doing what he does. And she's laying on the bed and like her eyes are like fucking out and her skin is peeled. She's cut in half and she's just laying there in the bed, and the mom walks in.
Is it weird that I have a boner right now?
No, I mean, I kind of do too, bro.
I'm fucking with you, dog.
To me, that's it's on the gorier, more intensified side of horror, but it's that sector of horror that I think needs to have more attention.
I don't know what it is. Like, it's just, I think it's cool. Like, it's just fun to watch. Gory shit. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And that's true horror, because that does terrify you.
Yeah.
No pun intended, but it does.
I've always been, let me take that back. I haven't always been it. Like, it's probably like 3 years ago. This girl that I was seeing for a little while, she actually turned me on to those Terrifier movies, and I didn't think I was gonna like it when she first brought up the idea. It was like, hey, do you want to watch a scary movie? And I was like, well, it depends on what it is. You know what I mean? She told me about Terrifier.
Yeah.
And I wasn't familiar with with those movies, and at first I didn't feel it, but once we sat down and started watching this shit, bro, I was heavy into it. So now it's like, it's probably my favorite franchise just because his kills are just fucking dope, bro. They're cool as shit.
In fact, I went on a deep dive a couple days ago, actually, on the first two movies, like the top kills.
Yeah.
Just to remind myself, like, what, and I know someone sees my fucking history, they're going to think I'm.
Oh,
like,
yeah, they're going to think you're a fucking serial
because I'm literally
killer, bro.
looking up top Terrifier kills. No, bro. I'm glad that she turned you on to the Terrifier because that's a fucking franchise you don't want to miss out on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this third one because it is number 3, right? Or is it number 4? It's number 3, yeah. Because the first one and the second one, I like the second one better than the first one.
The second one was more brutal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was just better scenes and shit. But I think the person that had like the all-time best kills was fucking Freddy off of Nightmare on Elm Street. Bro, when I was a little kid, those movies would literally make me shit my pants and always want to sleep in the bed with my mom, but I could not stop watching them. I don't know what it was about those movies.
I want to say it was the third one where in my
we just started talking about my mom. I hope she don't cut the lights out on us.
Oh god. Yeah. We hope not. We already had that fucking happen once.
Yeah.
But I think it was the third one where he has the needles for hands.
Yeah.
That scene.
I can't remember what movie, which one it was, but I know what scene you're talking about.
Yeah. That scene.
My favorite one was where homie is trying to make it back to, I think like a house party or they were at the school drinking. Like, I can't remember where they were at, but homie was trying to get back there in a hurry, and he jumped on his fucking on his crotch rocket.
Yeah.
And Freddy turns into the crotch rocket, and he fucking like shoots out like wires and fucking cords and cables and shit, and they start like attaching to the dude, and he's like fucking losing his mind and shit, and Freddy makes him wreck, and that's how he kills him.
Yeah,
bro, that was one of the coolest fucking scenes I've ever seen in all my life.
That was
as a little kid,
dope fucking scene.
That movie fucking. So I couldn't stop watching it.
One of the scariest parts of that whole film is so when I was a kid, waterbeds were the big thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a story.
We had a waterbed.
Yeah.
And so the one scene where Johnny Depp is laying on the waterbed and
he comes up, yeah.
Couldn't sleep on the waterbed from that fucking point forward, and I think that's when my parents were like, "Oh, that the waterbed's got to go."
That was a cool scene. Yeah, it was pretty gory too for the times, and God, I hope she don't cut the lights out on us again, bro. I mean, my mom, she had a waterbed, and I remember one time, I don't know why, kids just have like a fucking short circuit, bro. Like they're fucking idiots. They're dumb,
neurotic,
and they're fucking like. Their impulses just aren't well developed yet, and they do dumb shit that you just cannot explain, or at least I was, anyways. Like,
I was that kid.
You know what I mean?
100%. I was like, sometimes I'm still that guy.
If you base it just off like my past history as a little kid, I should probably be in a fucking mental institution somewhere, locked up.
Both. Just ask my mom. We'll bring her on here. She'll tell you some stories.
Like in a fucking straitjacket, and like I don't fucking know, bro, but. When I was little, we had a waterbed, and I don't know why I poked a hole in it, knowing what was gonna happen.
Shit.
Knowing what was gonna happen, I knew two things. I knew that my mom was gonna kick my ass from here to Timbuktu, and I knew that water was gonna come out, and I was gonna ruin this bed.
How much water came out of it?
Well, I got lucky in that, like, I only poked a hole big enough in it that like a small. Like, it wasn't a tiny stream, but it was only like one little stream was like coming out of it. Like, it was
like arcing out of it.
And I tried my ass off to find out a way to fucking cover it up.
There ain't no way.
Nah, it wouldn't. I couldn't figure out a way to make it stop. And she saw it, and there was like a mess on the floor of water. Bro, she fucking kicked my sweet candy ass.
She should have beat the goddamn dog shit.
Nah, yeah, she whipped my candy ass. And but I don't get why kids are fucking.
I mean, I did.
They're just little
same
fucking
type of fucking shit. They're like same destructive.
They're just little fucking assholes for some reason. I mean, and that's probably why I'm never gonna have one. Because I feel like by the time my kid is old enough to like really comprehend his childhood and his upbringing, I feel like this little kid is gonna fucking resent me because, bro, I feel like I would be strict as fuck on my kid if I had a kid.
So tell me why my mom one year when I was a little kid got some pink diamond earrings and she loved them. And I remember her telling me specifically, and why she did this, I don't know, because you know how kids are. But she put them in a little cup by her sink, like a little cup. And I don't know what it was. I was in there and I just knocked them bitches over and they go right down the drain.
Why'd you do that?
Why did you do what you did?
That's fair, because I'm a fucking idiot. That's why.
We're idiot. We were assholes.
I'm a
We're
fucking
idiot. I
dumbass. That's
mean,
why.
think back on stuff like that, man. I'm like, God, you were such a fucking little piece of shit, neurotic fucking kid. But that's just the nature of kids, man. That's just how they are, and that's why I don't think I'll ever want any. But
I think I would. My kid would probably resent me and shit, and I'd wind up on one of these fucking
Maury
on one of these crime docs and shit where my kid just fucking whacked me in my sleep. They would have to pull me off my kid. I would whip my kid's ass early and often so much I would have to take a lunch break off whooping my kid's ass.
Yeah.
If he was a little dirtbag. But you know, the thing about kids that are little shitheads, I feel like it all comes back to the parents. You know what I mean?
A lot of times, yeah. I think more often than not, it's the parenting.
If you have a fucking lazy ass parent that just kind of lets their kid run around and don't really instruct them and give them any kind of real like guidance and shit,
they all need to learn the value of a backhand, like a good.
They really do, bro. I know
backhand.
we kind of touched on it in this last episode, but parents stop whipping ass, and now it's all about timeout and fucking using your words and shit. That shit don't work.
Put your face in the corner and think about what you did. Do you really think that kid is sitting in that corner thinking about what they did?
I can tell. Check this out. One time, I was at Walmart, right, and I hear commotion, like a little kid, like just fucking screaming at the top of his lungs. And me being a nosy bastard that I am, I'm not gonna mind my business. You know, I'm about to go check this out, right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm following the commotion. I'm making my way through the aisles and shit, seeing where this is at. And I see, like, I broke down the situation, and to me, it looked like a grandma who was taking care of her daughter's kid for the day, and the grandma and her grandson were at Walmart.
And she was probably going through absolute hell with this kid too.
Bro, this little kid was standing up inside the shopping cart, yelling at the top of his fucking lungs, talking about some toy that she wouldn't buy him, and it was pissing me hot off. Honestly, I wanted to get a running head start and just fucking drop kick this little motherfucker out of that shopping cart.
I would be inclined to accidentally like bump into that fucking cart and be like, "Oh,
nah,
my bad."
I wouldn't have played it off at all. What I really wanted to do was fucking roundhouse this little kid right in the jaw. There's what I wanted to do.
There's been several instances where I have felt that way,
bro. But
it really makes me fucking rage.
But what was driving me insane was that this lady, even though this kid was fucking going berserk, this lady was like, No, that's not how we get the things that we want. Do you want me to tell your mother? You need to use your words, and you need to lower your tone, and you need to stop yelling, or because that's no way to get what you want. I was like, lady, why don't you just fucking put this kid in a chokehold and drag him out of the store? Because that's exactly what my mom would have done to my
mom would have literally. I mean, bro, just like we talked about last fucking pod, she would have knocked my teeth out.
Let me pull some shit like that. Dog, I
remember my mom's go-to. What my mom's go-to was the thing that stopped me.
What was it?
She would take her two fucking hands, moose knuckle, or two fingers, moose knuckle style, and pinch as hard as she could.
I like how you said that. Pinch.
And she wouldn't just pinch; she would pinch and twist
on your arm,
anywhere that she could get a hold of.
Yeah,
pinch. And let me tell you. The fucking level of pain from that type of pinch will stop you in your motherfucking tracks. And the teachers aren't going to be able to really discern it if it's in a place where like they wouldn't typically look. Yeah. So my mom knew she could get away with it. It's not a bruise. It's not on your face. It's not on your eye. But it stops you in your tracks. My mom was a fucking smart woman.
I could see that.
Is a smart woman.
you place it in a real inconspicuous fucking place.
She
where,
would.
I mean, because you're not gonna like fucking pull your shirt
That's
up in the
why I
middle of
have
class and
a
shit.
low
you know
key
what I mean?
fucking nipple fetish now because she fucking got my nipples a couple times and twisted them, and I realized I actually liked that pain.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that your freakiness came from childhood trauma.
Childhood trauma led to me being a low key freak. Yeah.
Wow, that's wild, bro. Because I had plenty of childhood trauma, and I'm not into any of the weird shit that you're into.
Oh, you're fucking full of shit.
You're a fucking weirdo, bro. And,
I'm a weirdo.
I'm not gonna tell the audience like how weird you are, but you're.
I think they know, but I also think they know you're fucking capping full of shit because you're just as much of a freak, if not more so than I.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I can get into some pretty weird shit sometimes. What exactly even is ASMR? I mean, is it like, are people getting off on this shit?
I mean, I think it's supposed to touch on like your senses, like your sensory, and it's supposed to make you have these like goosebump type. But I've never felt that. All I think of is like cringe. Like it sounds like
it's cringy as fuck, bro.
It is incredible.
It's mad cringe. Yeah,
it's low key like interpersonal. Like I feel like this person's laying in bed next to me, and I just imagine like, would you be cool with a person you're laying next to being like?
No, that's fucking weird, man. Like the way you don't like people smacking and shit. They do a lot of that on ASMR.
They do a lot of smacking.
And fucking make weird noises
when
and shit.
Someone's like right in my ear and they're talking, like it makes me cringe up. So the fact that a lot of times I have to take my headset or my earbuds out when I hear ASMR because I have the opposite effect. Like it gives me anxiety.
I just think it's cringy. Like, why would people want to watch that shit? Like, I know the times that I've caught my brother watching that shit, I want to kick him right in his fat ass. Like,
I mean, what is he doing when he's watching it? Is he
he's just sitting there, like, fucking listening to weird ass ASMR and shit, and I just really want to kick his ass every time I catch him watching that. Bro, it's like, are you getting off on that? You fucking weirdo?
Are you getting off on that shit? Like, for real, on some other shit? I'm asking because,
bro,
like,
I mean, to me, that's the only thing that can make sense. Like, people talking and making those weird noises, maybe it does something for them, like erotically or some shit. I don't know. What happened to the good old days of just fucking watching regular ass porn and shit?
We need to bring him on here and we need to question him. And
we need to grill his ass because
we need to grill him.
Fucking weird.
So we invite you to come on to the podcast. We're gonna grill you on your love of ASMR.
Explain yourself.
We want to know if it has an erotic fixation for you.
It must have, because I mean, I really can't think of any other reason why people.
And have you ever pleasured yourself to ASMR?
I mean, I'm sure he pleasures himself to fucking weirder shit than ASMR, but it's just, I don't get it. Like, I really don't. I mean, I feel like. Society is
invite you to a sex education podcast where we're going to ask you questions about your weird fixations.
Society's just getting weirder as a whole, man. Like, I don't know, bro. What happened to the good? Like, now you got some weird.
What happened to VHS?
Facts. Like, what happened to like the fucking regular ass? I mean, I don't mean like vanilla categories of sex on Pornhub, but now you got bondage and you got fucking midget porn and
midget porn, female to male. You got fucking God, you got some weird.
You got fucking autoerotic asphyxiation where fucking dudes are fucking choking themselves out with belts and shit.
You got some sectors on Pornhub, man, of some deep dark shit. Like, I low key accidentally ran into a fucking Resident Evil porn.
Accidentally, keep it real, you sick bastard. You know you looked it up.
I will never
accident my ass. And you were getting off to the shit.
The dude was getting sucked off by a fucking vine. Like, it was one of those like it was
that's fucking weird,
bro. I don't know how I even got to it. I mean,
you know how you got to it.
Not for real, but for real. Shit. I mean, I just like was searching for some just completely different porn that I'd watched and came across it, and I was like, "What is this?" And I didn't turn it off. Like, I watched it, but I thought the whole time it was the most guilty.
Now we're speaking a little truth. Yeah,
it's the most guilty
now we're being honest.
Masturbation session. It was the guiltiest boner I think I've had in quite a while.
Now we're talking. I believe that. You fucking sick freak.
I've seen some strange, like worse than Two Girls One Cup ever thought about.
I've never been able to bring myself to watch that. I've heard what it's about, and I can't bring myself to watch it.
I still stand firm that I am going to make you watch that video. It's going to change your life. And
I'm sure, but not for the better. That's fucking gross, bro.
It comes out of her asshole like a soft serve ice cream.
That's fucking sick.
It spirals out like it comes like those buffet ice cream things you pull.
Nah, I can't get down with that. I don't see myself. Nah. There's no way.
What if you met the girl of your dreams? She's perfect in every way, everything you ever desired. And she's got a hot best friend. And she's like, I'm going to fuck her, but I'm going to eat her shit. And I'm going to make you watch. Would you do it?
No. She would get ghosted right then and there.
He's lying.
That's where I draw the line. Shit.
Is that where you draw the line?
That's
at feces.
I stand firm in my fucking. No, that's where I draw. Shit is where I draw. Once we start getting into
blood
feces and shit,
and feces are probably they're definitely two things that are non-negotiable.
No,
you're not taking a shit on me or near me, and you're not bleeding on. The only thing that I want to add to the ASMR is I think it takes a special type of fucking pervert to get some sexual gratification off of someone whispering.
I agree.
And the fucking culture behind it, bro, like the people, I mean, they go all out. They get globes and crazy fucking shit and gloves and put like, you know,
especially when they make those fucking mouth noises and shit where they're just like, and then that. And whatever that shit is, I just keep picturing like the spit in their mouth and their breath smelling like dog shit.
Yeah,
that's what I just
keep. The mic with a hot.
Yeah, like the mic is like just fucking just all turted up and shit with their hot ass breath, and it grosses me the fuck out. I can't get behind it.
And with that being said, guys, we are going to wrap up this pod for the week, and we hope you have a fucking fantastic week. We love you guys. And peace out.
Hold up. Fuck. Hold up. The audacity hot takes finna blow up.